There is a lot of talk about this full moon that is happening in the sign of Capricorn on July 3rd. But I would not be surprised if most astrologers have not told you about this aspect that I'm about to tell you about right now. Welcome back to the Be the Hero channel. My name is Isabel and I help you understand who you are using personality typing and astrology. Now, before I tell you about this very overlooked aspect happening during the Capricorn full moon, hit the link in the description below to get your very own My Horoscope Made Me Do It hoodie. If you like astrology, you need one of these hoodies. Link is in the description below. Get your hoodie or your t-shirt now. So in my previous videos covering the Capricorn full moon, there are three primary transits or aspects that I considered the most impactful. And that could be different from what other astrologers consider impactful. But one, Jupiter in Taurus forms a trine with the Capricorn full moon, which invites spiritual expansion and material gain. Two, we have Saturn retrograde in Pisces forming a sextile with the Capricorn full moon, which invites self-mastery, energetic resiliency, and culminating our journey, or at least helping us feel more rewarded for our journey with learning better boundaries and working on our mentality. And three, one that I considered important, which maybe other astrologers did or didn't, is simply that Pluto is retrograde in the sign of Capricorn as well. So this, having a full moon in the sign where Pluto is currently residing, brings more self-discovery work, and it could feel a little bit of tension. So I will say, this aspect I'm going to tell you about that is happening that I have not heard a lot of astrologers talk about for the full moon in Capricorn is something that could be very beneficial to know. However, I will say it's not that necessarily there's a right or wrong way to look at this full moon. Astrology, in my view, is very subjective. It is all up to our interpretation, and each astrologer decides what is important and what is not. So this is just an aspect that I wanted to touch on, but saying other astrologers aren't touching on this is just simply clickbait, because, I want you guys to watch my videos. I have great content to offer, I'd like to think. So, what is this aspect that is happening in astrology that I want to tell you about? The day after the full moon in Capricorn peaks, which is on July 3rd, so on the 4th of July, we have the sun and a star called Sirius forming an aspect, which I do have to look at my notes because I only just discovered Sirius, and this is a very intriguing aspect. So Sirius is basically seen as the spiritual sun. It's a star in the sky that represents a very different and deeper level of the sun's energy. The sun is all about our vitality and energetic expression, and Sirius has some similar qualities. So what I gathered from this information of the sun and Sirius forming an aspect the day after the full moon peaks is that we're probably going to feel quite a bit of energetic unlocking. This is basically like a quote-unquote portal that is opening, and we can feel energetically charged from it. Combining this with the full moon, during the full moon, we are already working on self-mastery, and we're reaping rewards for our efforts during this time. And the full moon, when it's in Capricorn, it generally reminds us that, sometimes we have to be disciplined. Sometimes we got to do the nitty-gritty work. It's not always fun. So after we stay aligned with that, the day after, as this aspect between Sun and Sirius, we can feel that we are being energetically recharged and rewarded for our efforts. There's going to be a lot of high frequency energy in the stars that everyone is going to be feeling during this time. And so it can just feel generally positive for everyone. And this is a great time for us to just share our high frequencies with each other. So that is really something that I wanted to tell you guys about this full moon, because this is going to play a huge aspect on how we exit this full moon and how we can better reap rewards during the full moon in Capricorn. The last Gemini new moon was extremely heavy for us, and instead we get a change when we have the full moon in Capricorn. This really should be some light and lifting energy that makes us feel uplifted and positive. If this video helped you understand more about the full moon in Capricorn, let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, book a 30-minute reading with me. My readings are open right now, and we can talk about your astrology, your birth chart, or how the current transits are going to affect you based on your unique birth chart. So hit the link in the description below to book a 30-minute reading and ask away. While you're down there, be sure to check out the free birth chart workbook if you have not yet already, and check out the Making Mindfulness Fun bundle, where you can access all 30 of our workbooks and courses on astrology and more for only $30. That's $1 per course per workbook, and you get access to the exclusive workbook I just launched a couple of days ago, which is the Moon Sign Self-Care Workbook. You'll definitely want to dive into this workbook during the full moon in Capricorn, since it's all about self-love, self-care, and self-mastery. So hit the link in the description below. Check out the bundle now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sincerely hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos breaking down the stars. Once again, my name is Isabel, and from my heart to yours, namaste.